alive. He just doesn't defy the gravity of something. Life, each running each other, ubiquity, radiant life, he doesn't need a name to distinguish him. Oh, she flies through the proud darkness, rather than the breathless vastness of the world. And yet, in no return the heart of herself, he believes she won all again. It's no exception, it's just this. I guess you can't cross a gentle tiger. Life, is running each other, ubiquity, radiant, existence. He doesn't need a name to rule us all, reign of the wind, order us roughing of the driftwood kingdom, light from them. Oh, he flies to be the wings of the flightless, fly high to be seen from everywhere. He just tells them he's the wisdom whispering. He believes she's one of a chain. Oh, he flies through the proud darkness, rather than the breathless vastness of the world. And yet she didn't read into light itself. She believes she's high at night to see the sun of tomorrow. He never wanted a special day. He just wanted to be there like a wind, naturally, as a matter of course. He believes we're one. Overchain. She believes we're one. It's not Timo's secretitious life. He just doesn't defy the gravity of something. Life, each running each other, you become
Hey everyone! We're playing Fate Extella for the first time since the last Shark Week. I need to make sure that other stuff is on. You know, like the background audio. For some reason, the background audio isn't on. The setup for yesterday's in-person stream was, interesting, to say the least. So I think I fixed it. I think something's popping up. I've also got to adjust the webcam, holy shit. Either it got shorter between setting up and now, or possibly the webcam went down. Nice to see you, Crystal. Nice to see you, Marcus. I'll get your drinks in 1 sec. Nice to see you, Bandicoot, as well. There we go. Alright, so I owe Marcus a tea drink and an actual water drink. Good way to start. Alright. So, for those of you who don't know, this channel was started because of Fate Stay Night, a visual novel that's very popular in Japan, among other places. Features, I mean, anime versions of, like, historical and fictional characters, like Emperor Nero Claudius of Rome, and King Arthur. Both as cute anime girls. So, to honor that legacy, I guess would be the way to say it, is, we're playing this once a year. Ah, congrats on your Raiko, Marcus. Nice to see you, Trom. New content added to the gallery. Neat. I don't know which character it's been a year, but... Wait. Okay. I can't do Story of Castor, so we gotta do Story of Saber. Now, I don't remember how to play this game. I'm pretty sure it's just like every other Warriors game, so I should be able to figure it out. There's Nero. I think I might be able to give her, like, a new outfit. She's taking a second. Wow, that's a Jacko Valentine costume. That was a very deep V-neck. That's cute. Ever seen the silly video on YouTube, Pokemon Coliseum? Yes, I have. That's a cute dress. We're gonna go with the Rose Ball again, though. But yeah, no, the dedicated soldier Umbreon and the incredibly nervous and rational Espeon is, Nah, that sucks, doesn't it? That crafty little... I like that fox, though. No need to worry. If she can take our hand, we can take it back. She might think she owns her half, but we'll show her how wrong she really is. Nah, I like her treachery, though. So, I guess, bit of a recap. From what I remember. So, mages exist, and magic exists. And they also like computers. There's a big supercomputer on a moon, and like on the moon. And a bunch of mages uploaded their consciousness to the supercomputer, and then had a battle royale to get the Holy Grail. Our character won that battle royale, and now runs the moon supercomputer. And that was pretty chill for a while. That was a neat thing that happened. But then, at some point, something caused him to split into 3 parts. I want to say it's like his body, his mind, and his soul. And the different parts of him were split between servants, which are the incarnations of heroes long gone. So the servant that we have is Emperor Nero Claudius. And that fox that Nero mentioned was Tamamo no Mae, a kitsune spirit from Japanese folklore, which, scary enough, she was sealed in a rock. And you could go visit that rock in real Japan. And that rock last year was split in 2. So Tamamo escaped. She's gone. Maybe you could try not killing people? You're right. Torture is a much better way to get information. That's not what I said. Yeah. She's not going to shake me. I know Saber's the right person to wear the regalia. And I know Saber's going to win. Caster doesn't stand a chance against her. So yeah, in the Fate series, there are like 7 classes with an asterisk. There's Saber, Archer, Lancer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, and the other one. Rider, Caster, Assassin. Fuck. and the 7th one. This is gonna bother me. I'm gonna look it up. God, of course I would forget the last one. Fate series classes. Saber, Archer, Lancer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker. That's the one that I was missing. And then a bunch of like extra classes that don't really matter. So they get their power from like their true name because they're famous historical figures, right? So if you know who they are, you'll know their weakness. Like if you have Achilles, you know, you might not visually recognize Achilles, but if you know who he is, you can aim for the ankle. So instead they just use their class's name to keep their identity secret. So our girl Nero is the Saber class. She uses a sword. And then Tamamo is Caster. Cue Power Rangers theme music. Hey, you've got a power and a force like you've never seen before. Hey, nice to see you, Daybreak. Yeah, happy Shark Week, everyone. Or they use nicknames, yeah.
すなわちローマ帝国第5代皇帝にしてムーンセルに選ばれしセラフただ一人の神王ネロ・クラウディウスがここに告げる世はそなたと共にセラフ統一を果た世の国々の始まりである
Let's go to war. Her words echo throughout the room. Her declaration, her real name. An ally I could never forget. We fought together, we survived together, and through it all we held each other. The Emperor of Roses, Nero Claudius. Centuries ago, the citizens of ancient Rome showered her with praise and applause. And here we are, fighting together again. Nothing can come between us, no matter who we're up against, even if it's me. All I care about is being with her. Honestly, that's all that's keeping me moving. Anyways, let's fight. Stage select! Alright, let's start the second stage. Currently level 4. Recommended, level 4. Nice. Yeah, Battle for the Moon's Holy Grail, which can grant any wish. Victors also obtain the authority to use the Moon Cell, which can create an ideal future. That was a supercomputer. And that was Fate Extra. The last game. Those are some losers that we have to destroy, basically. Alright.
やはりレガリアには秘密の機能があったのだな。
ご推察の通り、レガリアの王権を用い、ムーンセルから魔力を引
Thinking
き上
back,
げるこ
like
とが可
2
能
years
です。
ago, I played Fate Stay Night, and that launched this entire channel. And it wasn't even just that, it was the last chapter of Fate Stay Night. Because I played the first 2, and I live tweeted my experience, and then people were just like, hey, you should stream this. It was a pain to set up the stream, though. And, so Fate Stay Night was actually originally a hentai game that was just, like, decently written and got really popular, and then they kind of just ditched the hentai part. So this game has interesting beginnings. People were more interested in the story than the lewd scenes. People read it for the articles. Pouring mana into the regalia. Since I'm fused with the ring, I can easily visualize how to do that. I wrap around Saber's finger and move as close to her as possible. I try to imagine the paths of intertwined circuits, the ring connected to Saber, myself. I lay my breathing over hers. I lay my mana over hers. And... I do this. Y'all remember Sailor Moon? Okay. This is something that I wasn't 100% sure about. This is definitely a Warriors game, that's for sure. Would say they... Well, no, but it's taken a back seat, you know? Like, I remember we were playing the game on stream, and I forgot to turn off the NSFW scenes. I'm gonna say up front, they weren't incredibly well written. I think part of that was the reason that like people liked the story a bit more. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can figure this out. I've been playing Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. So I got the Warriors genre kind of going still.
土地は多ければ多いほど良い。
お待ちしていました。あなたたちに勝ち目はありません。ここはすでに私の目の。
Oh boy. Okay, so Medusa is a very, very scary servant. This thing is called Bloodport Andromeda, and it basically turns people into a puddle of blood. if you don't have the ability to withstand huge bursts of, like, magical energy, then you just collapse and, well, you just basically liquidate. Good here. Objectives and targets. So, do objectives. Okay, so it's a... Oops, sorry, it's a green outline. Like here, where I am, conveniently. So yeah, essentially in this game, I need to capture areas in order to progress. That way I can turn the tide of battle in my favor and win the day. Where's the enemy commander? Oh good, our boy Holland is kicking some ass. Hey, let's Oh, it was up here the entire time. I forgot I could jump. The word danger appears on the enemy force's rank. If I don't take over an enemy sector, I'm fucked. I'm in danger. Ah, fuck, where are you? Okay, cool, and pulled through. Thank you. Being in danger isn't fun. I don't like riding into the danger zone. Oh yeah, I killed 1,000 people already. What an achievement. I think I won. I think doing the super cool move was enough to make them take a second look at their lives. Alright, so if you get a favorable turn, get enough of those and you're good. Doing good. But you can turn for the worse, apparently. So let's avoid turns for the worse. Alright, I don't care about you guys. Yeah, can I speak to your manager, please? Oh, yes. I love bender boxes. Actually, since we're playing a Japanese game, what are you guys' favorite things to order from Japanese restaurants? Before the stream yesterday, we all went for ramen. And my favorite type of ramen is tantan men, which is like spicy ramen with like pork belly. But my favorite stuff to order from a Japanese restaurant is usually like Japanese curry. I have a feeling I can't do this yet. Playing DVD while listening. Enjoy DVD! Depending on if he's streaming today, we might be rating a Dead by Daylight streamer. There's a streamer I really like, his name is Zan. I used to watch him on YouTube. He was friends with the Game Grumps. And he made some really good content. Alright. There's something I'm missing. I'm missing this guy. Let's deal with this guy. There we go. It's blue, which means I'm good. This is my house now. Alright, I should probably go, like, down there. Seems you made a mistake. Let me help you out. Ah, you're a big boy, aren't you? Oh, it's Lubu. Lubu's usually depicted as like a crazy guy, but he was like one of the... I wouldn't say like most powerful necessarily, but he was like one of the stars of the Three Kingdoms period in Chinese history. Oh, jeez. Yes, I will heal. There we go. I can't beat up Lubu just yet. I gotta take care of the spooky blood fort that's going on. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sorry, Alicia Van. That's my beat. Fucking damn it, Dave's on. Okay, we need to take care of this sector in order to dispel the blood fort and drum. Oh, and there's an invasion going on. This is going poorly for me. Yeah, there's an active enemy invasion. I get that, game. Thank you. All right, I need to see the manager of this area, please. And I just have to kill enough people. Fate Warriors is a bit harder than Fire Emblem Warriors. Yeah, I am struggling. Thank you, game.
陥落したことで結界が再び発動してしまったようです。結界の完全解除のためには指定した全セクターを落とすほかありません。陥落したセクターを敵から奪還し再制圧するのです。
天幕の飾りとなれ。
Did I capture this area? Not yet. Heck. Feels like I didn't even make a dent. I'm gonna be real with you guys. We might not be winning this one. Oh yeah, it appears our armies are under attack? How'd you get that? Huh? How'd you figure that one out, Mira? Okay, I got this sector. I need to go back to the first one I beat because somebody took it over. If I pretend to be competent, maybe we can turn this around. I gotta really act my heart out. Is he right? What's going on? Yeah, I got a Hayaku. Absolutely. All right. This is the bitch that I gotta kill. Wait. No, there's another one that I have to kill here. Okay, I think I got it. Nope, not yet. Yeah, I'm struggling. Excuse me, my good bitch. Shinde kudasai. Just lost Raika. Well, you know the rules. You gotta release it. Back into the wild. It's a lesson to be learned. Never put the ones you love in the front lines of battle. Put them in death box? That's fair. Okay. Now this place got recaptured. Well, that's how crits work, right? Crits, by definition, are bullshit. It is. Being a goddamn legendary don't mean shit when you get crit. Now, unless you have the sturdy ability, I will say. The sturdy ability leaves you with 1 HP if you get crit one shot. Hello? Where's the person I can speak to capture this sector? Are you down here? God, I've been in danger for this entire map. Alright, maybe I just have to eviscerate more people. I got this. Damn straight I do, Trump. I just have to get rid of this blood fort. Then the sky won't be as spooky. There we go. I'm still in danger, though. Yeah, you didn't make it easy for me, buddy. Alright, now I have to kick Lubu's ass. Which would be a feat in and of itself. You're up shit creek, huh? I hear ya. An entire creek of shit. Okay, how do I lock up? Uh-oh. Okay, when I press minus during a stage, I get the command seal. So Fate lore. When you're the master of a servant, you get a cool little tattoo somewhere on your body. And it has three parts. It's called a command seal. And you can use the command seal to pull off some bullshit. Whether it's like, oh no, my servant has been stabbed through the heart. Yeah? Well, I'm gonna use 3 of my command seals and she's fine now. Or like, oh shit, I'm about to be stabbed in the heart. And my servant's on the moon. Come over here, servant! Legitimately though, I'm just trying to figure out how to lock on. How do I lock on? Command seal, regime matrix. There's only one servant that command seals don't work on. That's Medea. There we go. Lock is okay. That wasn't doing anything, but okay. Alright, where's Lubu? That's not Lubu. Alright, I can't micromanage my boys. Oh, I am in extra danger.
すまねえしくしった
奏者よ我が軍にもう後はないぞこのままでは敗北だ味方が襲われているな防衛に向かうぞ奏者よいかんあの劣勢は捨ておけぬ
God, what's this Spark gas?
奏者戦況の確認を攻め込まれている自分があるよ思い知ったか
Cool about the tattoo lore in this game? Yeah!
男らしいダンサーまでもおのれバーサーカーめ
Nah, it's alright.
すでにない戦えるバーサーカーを倒す時だ奏者よ
Lubu should be like, oh, there he is. Hi. I'm gonna turn into a magical girl now, please.
開くがよいはあ着替えイクトゥスプレメール行くぞ奏者よ
While using Moon Crux and Moon Drive, pressing A will perform a guard break attack, penetrating the servant's defenses and dealing damage. Guard break can be used repeatedly while in this mode. Alright, where are you, Lubu? Oh shit! Okay, well, that was a tactical retreat. Definitely meant to do that. Here, I'm gonna play as Archer for a second. Archer has some really cool lore that would be major spoilers for Fate Stay Night, so I'm not going to get too into it. All I'll say is that he is a hero that was manufactured by the world. So he can appear in various different times and places. This ain't going so well. I beat Lubu. That's good. So this guy's ability, even though he's an archer, is actually to manifest different weapons that are in his memory. So he's able to, like, replicate, though imperfectly, like Excalibur, Gable, Aegis Shield. Yeah, he literally recreates them, but the reason I said manifest from memory is because he has to know the intricacies and inner workings of everything that he creates. Like, if he wants to make a Glock, he would have to understand how the Glock works, how it's put together, the mechanisms behind it. If you watch My Hero Academia, he's like that girl who can pull weapons out of her body. Except, I don't believe he necessarily needs, like, the alchemical ingredients. copies since past the original? Yeah. It's a really good line. That's right, screw you, plant. Wait a minute. You're still alive? Oh, good on you. Okay, I captured that sector. How do I use my Noble Phantasm again? I feel like maybe I need to use that. Nope. Can't use it yet. Let's just do this. He can turn anything he holds into Excalibur? That's crazy. Okay, plan. Come on. Can't surpass the original Excalibur, though. Even if you were to hold it. Interesting. Okay, so I'm out of danger right now. Somehow, I've been able to turn this ever so slightly in my favor. Excalibur's power that's like exploded after destroying a tree. That's rad. Part of the reason I love shonen anime is because since it's being so played out already, you have to get creative in order to survive as a property. Baseball bat and Excalibur. That sounds about right. That's great. Oh, I see the plant. Hey, let me get to this plant, please. Oh, no, you don't. Bat. So if he held a Gatling gun, could he turn into an Excaligat? What if he held it like a sword? Not like a gun, but like a sword. Ah, that's too bad. That'd be something archers could probably do. I mean, so in Fate Grand Order, I have Summer Artoria, and she's an archer. And she has a water gun, and one thing that she does is she sticks Excalibur in the front of the water gun to amplify its power. Game's trying to nerf me by turning off my controller, I get you. Can't win fairly, that's just how it goes. Yeah, I've got Napoleon as well. Not really use him though. My Artoria Archer is a lot better. And also I have Napoleon 7. I was like you, Marcus, though, with the free 5-star service. I wasn't friends enough with Tamamo to keep her, so she disappeared. Raising that bond level was hard. Let's go as Nero again. No, you don't. Nero's incredibly underpowered. Well, she's a 4-star servant. She gets more powerful when she's a bride. Something has to do with utility then. Because I know it's not necessarily directly comparable, but in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, even weak stands have development potential stat. So they have the potential to become stronger even if they're weak. A good example is the stand Echoes. It starts as an egg, and it sucks. Then it turns into like this little baby stand, and as it progressively gets stronger, its development potential decreases as its power increases. Doesn't count because it's a computer simulation, so a real one? Okay. Okay, I can't heal anymore though, which is pretty lame. Okay. So I just have 3 sectors I need to take. I'm turning this battle around, guys. You were correct to believe in me. Do I play Dead by Daylight as well? No, I don't own it, and it's never really come up. It seems like a really, really fun game. But, God, I got so much to play. I just never had the motivation to pick it up. I love watching people play it, though. I especially love the care that they take, not only in their own lore, but with the properties that they have available to them. Like the fact that the Cenobite has the Lament configuration as an item in his in the map when you choose him is really, really cool. I think it's hard to understand, but people can have different levels of toxicity that they can tolerate. Like the escape room aspect and helping others? Yeah! But yeah, like I have a high tolerance for toxicity personally. Like if someone's being toxic to me, I can usually brush it off. But if somebody is being toxic to another player, then that's what really sets me off, you know? Like just because I can handle people being shitty doesn't necessarily mean that other people should have to. It looks like I might have to rebalance some areas pretty soon. But yeah, the streamer. I'm pretty sure it's Zanolda. He plays a lot of Dead by Daylight, and I really like him. He's a cool dude. Really chill vibes. Not necessarily Marcus. I can think of some instances where stuff is in the game that isn't meant to be used. It's just players were creative enough to find utility for stuff that developers weren't, like, didn't intend. And at that point, it's an ethical question of, do you reward the players by keeping it, or if it ruins balance enough, do you remove the ability to do so? I'm not saying in specific, in your specific instance with Mason Bubba, that's what happened, but just because it's in the game doesn't necessarily mean that developers meant for it to be there. Yep. And that's why balancing is a thing, right? So, like, if a tactic is ruining the game for people, the developers will usually balance it out to make it less desirable to use. So if a tactic is still feasible, either it'll become like a main part of the game, or the developers just haven't patched it out yet. What are metas? So a meta game is basically the most efficient way of playing something. Common strategies that are used in order to basically be the best at the game. As an example, the DLC character Joker in Super Smash Bros. He's part of the meta because of his skill set and because of how people are using him. He's very effective against a large roster, a large amount of the roster. Oh, hey Medusa. I should probably do something about you, huh? Some stuff is cool, others not sure that's effective. Like you can share perks across characters now. That's interesting. I think it's a good mechanic to incentivize building characters that you might not necessarily play as a lot. To kind of make people choose stuff that they might not necessarily use. Because if everyone's playing the same character, it gets kind of boring. I just vaporized Medusa. Now it's her turn to vaporize me. Thank you for the boost. we go. Bye, Medusa.
敵ながら
Hey guys, we turned that shit around super hard. I was in danger for like half that map. Took me 41 minutes, but we did it. We doubled our level too. Not bad for having not played this game in a year, though. I'm doing okay.
ところで奏者よ、玉の支配領域、仮に奪われた領土
Oh yeah, so my character is the guy on the left in the white robe. That's who you're playing as. Which means you were in crit. Not necessarily. I was level 4, and the game said that it was recommended for level 4. I just chose normal mode. To use borrowed time a lot as Meg because it's a little helpful, mainly because he found that you would get left by other survivors on first hook. If you didn't have it, yeah. And that's the thing. There's a bit of a difference, not a huge difference, between toxicity and not being welcoming to new players. Like, it's toxic to not be welcoming to new players, but it's something that a lot of people will do, even if they're usually not too bad.
わかりやすいであろう。何事もわかりやすさ、伝わりやすさは寛容だ。
Like, when Dead by Daylight came out, I'm sure that, you know, everyone was just learning stuff, but now that everyone sort of knows the game, there's a certain skill level where if you're playing with other people, people get frustrated if you don't know certain strategies. And it kind of... How can I explain that? The way that matchmaking in a game works should be... And this is just what the common one is, skill-based. Where, depending on how good you are at the game, or how long you've been playing, it'll match you up with people of a similar skill level, so that you can have a chance, and you can learn together and stuff like that. People blame you for what you did and how you play. You do go on Survivor, and the killer will bitch about not being able to... anything. Too bad as a Survivor, and it's your teammate's fault. And yeah, that's a big problem if it's based on your character. So, yeah, the community can be toxic, and it can also be unwelcoming to new players, but it's not mutually exclusive. Like, it's not too hard to pick up League of Legends, but fuck is that game toxic. Or, like, it's not really easy to pick up a lot of, fighting games, but... no, actually, I won't go into fighting games. The community there is pretty toxic, too. Final Fantasy XIV has a lot of mechanics that seem kind of overwhelming at first. But the community is really, really good at bringing you through that game. So, Final Fantasy XIV is very welcoming to new players, it just takes some time to figure out. Yeah, the Dark Souls series has some really dark spots, like some really toxic spots about not playing it right. But in general, the Souls series is really welcoming. Yeah, which is why I say dark spots. Like, when it comes to PvP, absolutely. But yeah, PvE is wholesome. Anyone heard of Secret of Nim? Hell yeah. I read that book in elementary school, and we watched the movie. I didn't realize until a little bit later that there was a second one. It wasn't as good. Secret of Nim 2 wasn't nearly as good as the original. It also threw me off how they changed the name between the book and the movie. So in the book, I believe she's called Mrs. Frisbee, and in the movie, she's called Mrs. Frisbee. Ah, Tamamo Land, hell yeah.
タマモ何の略なのだそれは。ああよい言わずともよい。
You can find Tamamo Land right beside Polnareff Land. That's a JoJo reference for you connoisseurs out there.
さて九段のタマモ支配領域も残りわずか。一度マイルームへ戻って。
Hi.
何がタマモ支配領域だかおかしいったらないわ。セラフのすべては私のものよ。タマモレガリア何それ美味しいのって話。ウィザードもサーバントもないわ。ありとあらゆる知性体は私だけを見て私だけをたたえて震えるの。だって私はこのセラフのいいえ全世界のアイドルなん貴様はそう私ピンクの魅力をまとって
That is quite a bit
ぐっ
pinker.
とアイドル力を増した私。
That's also a really cute, comfy looking sweater.
ダークエリもしくはダークエリザとでも呼ぶがいいわ。小豚そして私の永遠の
Don't call me a
ライバル。
fucking Kobuta.
うむなーにその顔驚いているのね怯えているのね。ええグッドバイブレーシ
Super
ョンだわ。
Mecha Ellie-chan. Da 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 da. I don't know. Mecha Ellie-chan's fine.
私こそセラフ全土を脅かす深淵より来たりし暗黒の美紀ダークエリもしくはダークエリザ
Marcus.
とたたえなさい。
You want more info on Geats? Me too. But we'll have to wait for the movie to come out for fan translation. Or until September 4th. Dark Eliza. Well, it's simple. Like Tamamo domain simple. But that servant, she has something in common with Saber, that's for sure.
ダークエリザベートか。そうか。そのままなのだな。残念だ。言葉にできぬほど残念だ。ダークエリよもしくはダークエリザなんでエリザベートまで言い切っちゃうのよ。まさかこの完璧なドレスチェンジが
To be honest, your costume looks more comfy. It looks like the pajamas version of, like, a battle costume.
そう通用しなかったのだ。共にアイドルとして己を高め合うライバルの声一つその麗しの高音を聞き間違うものか。
Oh yeah, I think I saw the plot recap. There's a rumor that because the director is the same, the Kamen Rider Genm's The President's shorts that we watched are going to be relevant to Kamen Rider Geats. And in fact, possibly Kamen Rider Phase, X8, and 01 will all be plot relevant. But that's just a rumor. Does this game share any artists with the other series I play on stream? Some of the style looks similar? Possibly. The Fate series gets a lot of artists to do their stuff. This one, the Fate series is a vast intellectual property. The gameplay, I don't know if I've played any Warriors games on the stream yet besides this one. I'm trying to think if yeah, I mean, I can't think of any specific ones, but there's a very high chance that this game shares some artists, just because of the vast scope of the series.
姿は多少変わっているようだが、貴様はまず間違いなく世のヒットチャート仲間エリザベート・バートリーに他なるまい。
She can't take the compliment.
ええ、さすがはセイバー、大正解ね。それではライバルよ、世と奏者は所要があるゆえ、さらば
Influenced by Battle Royale games like Fortnite and Apex? That sounds about right.
セラフ
It was only a matter of time for Kamen Rider to do a Battle Royale style thing again. They did it with Kamen Rider Ryuki, they did it with Kamen Rider Gaim. Battle Royale is just a genre that works really well in a lot of different situations.
黄金劇場でじゃなくて、そうじゃないのよ、そうじゃないんだから。
I wouldn't count Gyo as a Battle Royale in the same vein as Ryuki and Gaim. Like, Kamen Rider Ryuki had like 13 different riders, all actively trying to kill each other. Throughout the entirety of the series. Maybe those specials, Marcus, but not Geo as in general.
私とあなたはいいことセイバー、悪いこともいいことも言わないわ。
Like, the Battle Royale aspect is intrinsic to Ryuki and Gaim's identity. Whereas you can cut out the Battle Royale aspect of Geo, and it would still be Geo.
そのレガリアを渡しなさい。マスターともども手足を引きちぎられて惨めで哀れな妹になりたくなければね。
Don't tear my limbs off, please.
いや、それは無理なのだぞ。レガリアは世のものだし、奏者も世のものだしな。そのあたり理解するがよい。何よ、たっぷり間を持たせておきながらそれよこしなさいよ、レガリア。だってあ
For
なただけが
Valfamilio?
王だなん
Yeah,
ておか
those
しいじゃない。
rad.
それなら私は大王だわ。むむ、大王とな。
Oh, for the winter movie, yeah. The one where Geets is in front and then Revy and Vice are to each side. That one's really nice.
胸の話をしてるんじゃないわよ。っていうか、そんなのすぐにクリアするわよ。大きければいいんでしょ。大きければ。
What are you making bigger? Sorry, Dark Ellie, but you can't. When heroic spirits are first created, they're already given their ideal form. No matter how much you may grow as a person, you will never grow in that way.
であるな。悲しいが、身体改造のスキルでもない限り未来はない。だが気にするな。要は好きだぞ。はっ、分かってないわね。私が言っているのはそんなスケールの小さな話じゃないの。私はセラフのルールになんて縛られない。私が目指すものはただの大王なんかじゃない。
No, you don't. So please don't tear me limb from limb, please.
ムーンセルフもはるかに超えてみせる。そう、赤き星たりマルスの星より来たる恐怖の大王、それこそが私。
Alright, well, go kill Zeus. Dark Ellie. Great King of Terror? Why does that sound familiar? And Mars? Why did she specifically reference Mars?
どこかで聞いたような。とんと思い出せない。
Nero, you're the Emperor of Rome. Mars, you borrowed from the Greeks. It's one of your gods, buddy.
恐怖の大王よ。いたじゃない。わりかし有名になっちゃった預言者が。
Oh, the Great King of Terror, never mind. Yeah, who the hell is that? Really recommend Amphibia?
あの予言を
Yeah, I
真
think you
実
and
にし
Pepper
てあ
Shaker
げる
both
の。
really like it.
私が新しいビッグなスター、すなわち ダークエリ・アンゴルモアみたいな。
I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of Western animation recently. Even anime. I think the only anime that I watched through this year was Konosuba.
パクリか。やはりそのままなのだな、ダークエリザベートよ。あ、またフルネーム。もうやめなさいよ。
Oh?
まあいいわ。一緒に戦った義理はこれで果たしたから、忠告はこれで終わり。私はもう敗北者にはならない。牢獄も救済もいらない。
I'm glad that Western animation is sort of having a resurgence. It feels like it comes in waves, like it gets really big and then it kind of peters out for a bit with some low quality stuff, and then some good shit comes out again.
だから誰であろうと容赦はしない。この領域のボスであ
That
ろう
Disney
と
Plus has all 3 seasons.
レガリアの所
I
有
still
者
have my
であろ
free
う。
week trial of Disney Plus that I
私
can
に
burn.
逆らうなら後悔するのはあなたよ、セイバー。
And me.
エリザベート、何かよからぬ様子であったが、少しだけ気になるな。いや、しかし今は領地の
You
奪
know
還
what
が
the
先
henchman
だ。
sounds like?
一度マイルームへ戻って領地奪還の準
I'm
備をしよ
probably
うで
gonna
はな
buy
い
the
か。
belt, to be honest. The Desire Driver looks really, really cool. Do it to watch Amphibia? Maybe. We'll see when I have time to watch stuff, because this month coming up is going to be really, really busy for me since I have to move by December. Sorry, not December, September. Increases movement speed. Sure. Oh, actually, no. Lightning damage sounds nice. I heard of Black Summoner on Crunchyroll. Recently returned to the subscription service, and a friend recommended it. Black Summoner, let's check it out. Let's take a quick look. Let's check it out. There we go. Black Summoner, you said, right? Let's read a quick recap. It's based on a light novel, which is really interesting. Light novels usually have anime created for them and go really hard. Like, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime fucking slaps. Waking up in a strange new place with no memory of his past life, Kelvin learns that he's bartered away those very memories in exchange for powerful new abilities during his recent transmigration. Heading out into a new world as a summoner, with his first follower being the very goddess who brought him over. Okay, so it's Konosuba. Kelvin begins his new life as an adventurer, and it isn't long before he discovers his hidden disposition as a battle junkie. From the Black Knight of the ancient castle of evil spirits to the demon within the hidden cave of the sage, he revels in the fight against one formidable foe after another. Definitely better than the first. It's pretty funny in some spots. I'll have to check it out. It might satisfy. It might actually give me some ideas for Konosuba because their plots look pretty similar. All you could think of was our current adventure? Absolutely. Which I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying Stream Sakai. Last week, when we did Stream Sakai, I had nothing planned because I had been packing. And you guys absolutely gave me enough material to work with and give you guys a great session. So thank you so much for being good players. When you folks roleplay really well, I try to reward you, so you know that's why you got Circle of Flame and Picadon as your attacks. The exact wording of the quest was like you can give them a new spell if you want, and I think everyone worked really hard to make that session good, so I gave you guys that reward. Yeah, let's do it.
気分はどうだ、奏者よ。要はな、実はな、すこぶる調子が良いのだ。奏者が窮地にあるというのに、すまぬ。
So what's cool about Nero is that she really genuinely loves the player character. Like, she is in absolute love with you. Because she absolutely loves beauty. And you're what's beautiful to her. She's also, like, really bi. So no matter who the player character is, she finds that beauty in them. And in other servants as well. I mean, it was ancient Rome, right? So, ancient Rome and ancient Greece, really gay. Hope more people feel like voting because you don't want people to feel like you're taking over, but you're really enjoying it. That's good. Who's watched Lightyear? I haven't had a chance to. I don't know if I'm gonna go out and see it. It doesn't really appeal to me. The premise is really interesting, the whole, like, time dilation thing from doing the test flight. But, I don't know if I'm gonna go watch it. It's cool game default.
体も心もな。理由はあれだぞ。思い返すまでもなく、今なおはっきりと感じているのだ。そなたが世の全身を包んで新たな装いとなって。あの時は勢いよく口にしたが、世はまさしくそなたと一体となったのだ。この高ぶりが伝わるだろうか。そう考え
So yeah, when we won the Holy Grail War for the Moon, we got this ring. And we slapped it on Nero, so we literally put a ring on
感
it.
じたであろう。
And that ring houses our very, like, being. So
そなたはあの時 確かに世を包んだのだから。そう思うとな、高ぶってしまって今も動機が収まらぬ。そなたはどうだ？
I know exactly what she means. It's a unique sensation, enveloping her very essence. And I did feel everything she felt. Her softness, her pulse burning from her bosom, every one of her movements in that intense battle. So hot, so alive. I felt every part of her. Every moment of that encounter is perfectly set in my memory now. When I think back, it's like touching her again. It's almost embarrassing to talk about.
どうした奏者？なぜそんな風に恥ずかしげに目をそらす？顔を赤くしたりするな。それではまるで世とそなたがセラフの往来で。
I bet you if we asked if we could hold her hand, she'd blush even harder.
いや、やましいことなどないぞ。ないったらないのだぞ。ないはずなのだぞ。
When I see her blushing too, I find myself able to look back at her again. I hold her gaze and she holds mine. She must be nearly as flustered over... She must be nearly as flustered over all of this as I am. Until we can be together again. In just that way. I'll have to endure our time apart. My memories will have to do for now. So yeah, since we've been split into 3 pieces, we're not entirely all together. I believe in this route, we're only, like, the body. We don't have the mind, we don't have the soul. She asked me how I'm feeling. I should tell her. I want to say I'm feeling wonderful, but as soon as I open my mouth, my vision tilts sharply and I fall unconscious. So this is one of the other Mi's talking to her.
お前にそうされてしまうと、いや、正確にはやるせないという感情に似たものを覚える。私にとって感情と呼ばれるものはすべて違うものに測ったから、私は誰も理解してはいけないし、理解されてはいけないものだ。なのにお前は私を見つめてくる。それは不確かで不安で不快だ。私はお前さえいなければより自由なのに。それを忘れないことだ、マスター。逆らうのなら私はお前であれ。容赦なく壊してしまう。そうだ、お前さえいなければいい。お前さえいなければ私は、ああ、全く。いつこの夢は覚めるのか。
どうしたのだ？
Oh, Gilgamesh is absolutely the Dio of Fate.
何を突然ぼーっとして。
Well, actually, so Gilgamesh is really interesting because his character is like the OG hero, right? So he's got a big head. But there are different versions of him in different stages of his life. So, like, there's Kid Gilgamesh that's young and naive, basically like a younger brother type. There's Adult Gilgamesh, which is a fucking piece of he's the Dio of the Fate universe. The only character that I hate more in Fate Stay Night than Gilgamesh was Shinji. And then there's the third guy. There's Gilgamesh when he's wise, when he's traveled the world and experienced a lot of stuff. And he chills the fuck out. essentially he goes from being a kid to being an adult to being a sort of like ruler. Yeah, Kid Gil, Goldie, and Castor. Yeah, based on the classic literature Gilgamesh. There's like a ton of different things represented in Fate. Like, you have Abigail Williams. She was killed in one of the Salem witch trials. She's actually the representative of like H.P. Lovecraft's mythology. You have literally the Voyager space probe. You have King Arthur as a cute anime girl. What else? What are some good ones? You have Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is really cool. Katsushika Hokusai is the embodiment of Cthulhu. Yeah, but Abigail Williams has like the other parts of the H.P. Lovecraft mythology as well. So it's really King Arthur. Yeah, give me one sec. I'll show you. I'll show you King Arthur. Display capture, if you please. I don't think it pleases. Give me one sec. I clicked the wrong one. There's the right one. So yeah, that's King Arthur from the series. Abby's based off of Yog Sothoth? Yeah. I actually, for a Halloween one year, I drew Irina as Artoria. But she's really cool. I really like her design. Yeah. Jacques de Molay is Shub Niggurath? Okay. How should I answer that? All of a sudden, Saber was gone and there was someone else in her place. I'm an adult Gillen says, yeah, no, I'm not. Right? That would be the good timeline. A maiden in white, brown skin, thin figure, red eyes. The girl that appeared on the screen when we were having our brain problems, that was Attila the Hun. A warrior. That's how I could best describe her. She'd be right at home with a sword in her hand, just like Saber. I tell her everything right away, without holding back a single detail. I believe there's also, like one of the famous executioners in the, French Revolution. God, I forget his name. I think it was like Sanson or something? Yeah, Charles-Henri Sanson. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are represented as well. And what's really cool is, so the Fate series got so popular in Japan, they advertised their original works with Fate characters. So you'll have, like, the Ulster cycle with that picture of King Arthur. I guess Artoria is her name in Fate. On top of it, it's like, hey, if you want to read her original story, here it is. That's right.
原始せし少女の姿といったところか。
Yeah, it depends on the dub. I prefer Arturia. That rolls off the tongue a bit better than Arthuria and Ultria. Yeah, I believe so.
そうしゃよ。
I'm not cheating on you, Nero!
いかに体調が悪いとはいえだ。世とそなたとの大切な時間の最中というのに。何もほんのわずかなめまいの瞬間に浮気をすることもないではないか。ひどいぞバカ者。
All I can do is listen and nod. Being with one girl and thinking of another is awful. But seriously. Does that really count as cheating? What do you guys think? What should we say? Should we pursue this? Or should we realize that maybe there's other shit that we need to deal with? Waiting on your resin to bake? Aw, man. Here, give me 1 sec. I just got a text. Don't do the cheating one? Aren't there more pressing matters? Aren't there other things we need to think about, Nero? For example, that memory I just witnessed from the Holy Grail War. That wasn't even the only thing I remembered.
そういう話をしているのではない。わ、今日はな。
It doesn't make me happy to see you like this. Not only that, the real Carson likes Tomomo more. So you're playing with your ideal version of Carson that actually likes you better. That's the worst thing that I could say in that situation.
それはもうワンワン泣くぞ。今、湯は混合石のごとき精神で耐えているが。
Hey, this fake version of Carson is better than the one that's playing it for you. Gloved and masked.
もうダメだ。やはり耐えられぬ。名も知らぬ幻の女などに浮気されてしまって。要は恥ずかしいの耐えて話したのに。
Resin can. Oh, yeah, no. I'm glad that you're following proper safety protocol for working with resin. It can really fuck you up with the fumes. And by touching it. Shinji is one of the most devious bastards in all properties that I have witnessed. Shinji from Fate Stay Night and its other properties is such a despisable character that I think that villains should really strive to be as unlikable as Shinji. Every incarnation of that character is the biggest bastard in its series. All timelines, yeah. If you want to write a villain that is irredeemable, that anyone who witnesses them would absolutely despise them, justifiably so, then take Shinji as inspiration. Shinji from Fate is worse than Eric Sparrow from Tony Hawk's Underground. That's saying a lot. Without hesitation, I tell her, I don't want to make you cry. I don't ever want to make you cry. Oh, sorry, Bandicoot. It's a joke from a previous game that we played. essentially in Tony Hawk's Underground, Eric Sparrow is your childhood friend that gets you into skateboarding. And then every time you're about to do something good, he sabotages your career along the way. To the point where he goes pro, and you have to sign up for the pro tournament and beat him because he didn't sign you up for the tournament. He sabotages you on every step of the way. He steals your footage of you doing a trick, leaping between 2 hotels in Hawaii over a helicopter. And when you're signed to the same team and you have to do a skate competition in Russia, he gets drunk, steals a tank, you try to stop him, and then he frames you, locks you in the tank, and you're thrown into Russian prison. When you finally get home to New Jersey, he challenges you to skate around your town and throws fire at you. That's Tony Hawk's Underground. Shinji is from Fate. But yeah, the joke is that Eric Sparrow is one of the biggest villains in video games. They did such a good job making an unlikable character. And then Shinji from Fate did some unspeakable stuff, like some really hard shit that I would have to put a warning on the stream about. I only feel this way for you, Saber. I stared deeply into her eyes without looking away.
ずるいぞ。そなたはずるい。なんということだ。泣かせないなどと言って。
Yeah, Shinji is one of the worst pieces of shit in any piece of media that I've witnessed. It is a testament to how good Kinoko Nasu is at writing villains that I despise Shinji as much as I do.
いや、それこそがそなたなのか？精神のそなた。
That would be so cathartic, Daybreak. If Shinji was the main villain of a crossover between a ton of different Fate properties, I think that would be a good culmination. Worst time to experience lag in this typing? Oof.
情熱が形になったかのような。ああ、そうか。そうなのだな。今のそなたはおそらく情熱そのものなのだ。
Yeah, that's me. I'm the disaster of fashion. Oh, absolutely, she could kick my ass. And rightly so. With the line that I said earlier. We're starting to find out why she loves us, though. Her tears have stopped. Thank goodness. Now we can both be at ease. I need a rest badly. Whole team of himself? Oh god, that would be the worst. That would be so good to see everyone, like all of him, just be destroyed though.
よい。そんな勝者も世は好きだ。だが、この借りはきっと返すぞ。
I like Spike Spiegeltraum. I like a girl who can kick my ass. Thanks for the drink, Bandicoot. But not just like in body. I like girls who have a strong personality as well. Like I like passion. Giovanna from Strive. You let her... Yeah. I'm not as into Giovanna, to be fair. She doesn't have that passion. Right? Like, even adult Gil, I'm pretty sure, despised Shinji, and was just hanging out with him out of convenience. Which kind of goes to show how shitty Gilgamesh is, but...
秦王御自らによる快進撃目覚ましく、こちらの領土は見事に回復されつつあります。実に国取りは順調であると言えるでしょう。拡大しつつあるセラフの新規領域のすべてとはいえ、順次拡大している以上はあくまで現時点でのすべてではありますが。
Yeah, but like... A good person wouldn't even use Shinji for his mana, you know? They would rather pass into the ether than deal with Shinji.
これまでの戦いで東軍はレガリア B 陣営の失礼
No, absolutely, which is why I say it's a testament to Gil's character. He's chaotic good? Well, okay, and this is part of the reason why the alignment chart is a guide and not like the be-all and end-all.
すなわち東の果ての新規領域
すでに7割を落としていたか。なかなかによとそうし。
I like the alignment chart as a reminder of how you want to play your character, but not their intrinsic values, you know? Shinji's goal could be erasing every timeline since they keep losing.
かの者どもが合わせて7割の玉も支配領域を有していたとしても不思議ではない。
That might be an interesting way to do it. But I don't know if erasing every timeline would fit as well with his character, because he has such a big ego. I think erasing every timeline that doesn't result in an outcome that he favors would be a good way to put it.
キャスターめの武将も品切れと見える。
I know it's shitty to reference Rick and Morty, but they had a really interesting idea called the Central Finite Curve, where all of the Ricks isolated the timelines where they were the smartest being in existence, and made a barrier around it so that you couldn't travel to other timelines. And that's something that the Shinji team would do.
奏者よ、良いか？何か意見があれば聞くが。
No chance of negotiation, huh? I feel a bit of hesitation. I know it's best to end the war as soon as possible, but it occurs to me that we should try talking to Caster before we attack her. Still, it's just a random thought, and deep down I know it wouldn't work, so I nod confidently at Saber's plan.
我がマスターの了解も得た。では良いな、将たちよ。
No, I don't want to do that. I like Tamamo.
急を据えるのだ。
秦王、その前に一つよろしいでしょうか。
どうしたかレイン卿。天然のくせに妙にかしこまるでない。
それはご容赦いただきたい。何しろ昼間ですから。ああ、いえ、そうではなく、秦王、我が不安をお分かりいただきたい。以前かの領域の周辺を私が偵察した折のこと、強烈な魔力を感じ取りました。あれはまさしく
もったいぶるでない。まさしくなんだというのだ。
我がホームたる太陽の聖剣ガラティーン、その力に近しい膨大な魔力でありました。おそらくは 相当に強力なサーバント、それも太陽に由来するものが待ち受けているはず。剣をどうか秦軍にはご注意を。ミスターごと倒されては私たちの立場がありません。
どちらの心配をしているのだ貴様は。まあよい。
I'm trying to think of the servant who has the power of the sun.
恐れ知らずの側遠鏡
Is it a bottle of
そこまで
Sunny
言
D?
う相手だ。
That'd be pretty powerful.
慎重に対応するぞ。そうしゃい。
New content added to the gallery. But that's gonna be it for this year. Thanks everyone for hanging out for Fate Extella. We'll get back to that during Shark Week of 2023. God, it's really interesting to get back to Fate after so long. Thank you very much to all of you guys for hanging out. Thank you to my patrons Radiance and Trom. Big thanks to Crystal and Bandicoot for donating to the donation drive. I'm also releasing this bad boy today. I'm gonna post it on Twitter really quick, but I made a new shirt for Shark Week. It features the entire Sunday squad as crudely drawn versions. And also Angel's there, even though he didn't join us. But he was supposed to. It's on sale right now if you want it. It's like $14 US, which isn't bad. I'll be back tonight with with The Wacky World of Miniature Golf, narrated by Eugene Levy. It's an FMV game about miniature golf. Trevor's gonna be hanging out with us. If you remember Trevor from the Ninja Turtles stream. On Wednesday evening, we're going to be playing Stray, that new cat game that came out with Aaron. I say we. Aaron's going to be playing it, and I'm going to be commentating. Aaron fucking loves cats, so... Friday is going to be the watch party on the Discord. I didn't put it in the schedule because I didn't have room, but we're still doing it. Saturday, at noon Pacific, we're hanging out with Aatrox and Puduk. If you remember them from the Mario Party streams. Puduk is a fantastic artist, does a lot of insect and venomous creature illustrations. And Aatrox is really good at toon characters, and is an artist on Skullgirls. So definitely check out that stream. They're fantastic folks. I absolutely love the fact that I know them. In the evening, we're going to be doing a hangout with the Fool's Gold crew. So we've got Dingo, Felix, and Avery. And then, possibly halfway through, Julian's player might be joining us. After that, on Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific, we're going to be rewatching all of Fool's Gold. Just all of it. It's going to be a long stream. I'm going to see if I can leave a voice chat open for our friends to join us. But yeah, we're going to send you guys to Kobold Sprig. They're a Kobold VTuber. Really, really... How can I explain it? They're wholesome. She's really, really wholesome. It looks like right now she's playing Sanctum 2, but she also plays some tabletop stuff. So, give them a big old shark attack. And I'll catch you folks next time. See ya! You misclicked. Oh no. It's all right. I think if you stay on the stream, I'll be hosting Sprig, so